second season takes place in Italy and Sicily, I believe specifically. They all start with They both start with the tease of a death, and
it's not found
the
out
series,
till the end who dies.
Yeah, who's the one that dies.
But they make so many hints, like, oh, it could be this, it could be that.
It could be, yeah. That you are. It's not like obvious, and it's not
like
whatever.
One person.
Yeah,
that dies.
Yeah, it's one person that they show you.
But you've got like 3 to 4 different groups of people that you follow, or 2 to 4 groups that you follow throughout the series. The only connective tissue is like the fact that it's a resort that exists on multiple places, and the other one for the first 2 seasons is Jennifer Coolidge, is one character that she's in both seasons. It's all right.
It's goofy. It's kind of a comedy. Fun. It's kind of a drama. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Fuck Murray's in it in the second
season. Fuck Murray is in the second season, and his son is Michael Imperioli. Fucking. Oh, who else? There's someone else in the second season Aubrey Plaza is in the second season. First season.
It's got Steve Zahn.
Some people.
It's got
Steve Zahn's in it. Yeah.
It's got.
There's a few people you know, but yeah, there's the Murray dude that's in Last of Us.
I certainly hear a lot of people talking about it, and they seem to be talking about it in positive light. So
yeah,
it's good.
It's
I love the music.
Drama-y.
It's got some.
So good. Yeah, music's really good. Part of it. It's all like based off of the region they're in and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, and like the original like title sequence, like that.
But it's definitely very like drama-y. There's some soap opera-y elements to it.
The best story is probably the son
first.
The son from the first season that goes.
Yeah.
He kind of disconnects. Like his main arc is he's obsessed with technology and his tablets and iPads and phones and stuff, and he learns to disconnect and go like paddling with these other like troop of guys. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah. He's just so genuine. He's just like, I just want to do this.
But yeah, by the end, he's all like, I am connected with nature guy.
Yeah, it's so great.
It's a cool little story.
But there's like, that's kind of not the story you focus on, really.
It's not the main. Yeah, it's not the main story of it.
Because there's like a married couple, and there's really shallow girls that are really superficial, and there's a
daughter and her friend. Yeah, and then the son. Son's like the tertiary to that.
So, the last time that we played this game,
we talked about J-Hole and J-Hole's.
That was not. We did.
So J-Hole is now, if you remember, he's a daddy.
Hey, I'm J-Hole.
I'm J-Hole. I'm a daddy. And I get spit in the mouth a lot.
No, he's not daddy yet.
No, he's a daddy, but his daughter.
He was a daddy.
His daughter died.
He's not daddy by choice.
No. Daddy by choice.
Daddy by nature.
That's his debut fucking mixtape. J-Hole, Daddy by choice.
Maybe they.
So right now we're trying to find the Fireflies to drop this kid off, and then we're gonna get some like, I don't know, batteries or guns.
Also, R.I.P. actor that was Tess, right?
Yeah, she died recently.
That's like crazy.
Cancer.
Yes.
What do you know about us?
Yeah, the Fireflies they were coming to meet to drop this kid with are apparently dead.
Guess what? We're shitty people, Joel. It's been that way for a long time.
No, we are survivors.
This is our chance.
You the one that's spitting in his mouth the whole time?
What?
Is Tess the one that's spitting in his mouth the whole time?
Yes. Let me help you up. Let me help you up.
Yeah.
This is my last stop.
This is my last stop.
Our luck had to run out sooner or later. No, don't!
My saliva had to run out sooner or later.
I'm dry, Joel. J-Hole, I'm dry.
She's infected.
Oh no.
My T-holes.
Let me see.
Let me see.
See it. Want to see it.
Give me 2 more this time.
Oh baby.
Oh Christ.
Oops. Right?
Oops.
She spits on the ground to insult him.
Left a little D-hole on my
Come on
shoulder.
now.
I was bitten an hour ago, and it's already worse. This is fucking real, Joel. You've got to get this girl to Tommy's. He used to run with this crew. He'll know where to go.
No, that was your crusade. I am not doing that.
Yes, you are. Look, there's enough here that you have to feel some sort of obligation to me, so you get her to Tommy's.
So in terms of the show, this was the end of the second episode.
Episode 2, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that they in this and in the show so far they have not really like ever explicitly been like these two are in a relationship. It's just like, yeah, they care about each other. They've been together a long time.
They spit in each other's mouths.
Yeah,
They
there's a
share
lot of
bodily fluids every single fucking day.
bit swaps.
But not in a sexy way, or is it?
Fucking go.
I didn't mean for this.
Get a move on.
Get a move on, little doggy.
Yeehaw.
Ellie, get a spit on.
I'm gonna miss your spit. From
that
T-hole
saliva
to
worked up.
from T-hole to J-hole.
How's a T-hole work? You dig down like 6 inches and you dig a 6-foot hole in the middle?
It's her mouth. Mouth is the T-hole.
We did that.
How does that work?
We just left her to die.
Stop.
She has
Now she's got a Z-hole on her shoulder.
What?
She's got a Z-hole on her shoulder. She got
No,
bit by a Zimby.
She has an F-hole.
The fungus hole.
Yeah.
It's a Zimby.
No, it's not a zombie.
They're splitting hairs here. They're
It
zombies.
is not splitting hairs. It's not a zombie.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, are they the undead?
No,
Not really.
They are.
no, they're not, Eric. They're not the
They're dead, and then they're not dead anymore.
Huh?
They're dead, and then they're not dead anymore.
No, they're dead. It's mushrooms. It's fungus.
They're also dead. Yeah, it's the fungus among us.
Yeah, it's a fungus wearing the costume of a human being.
Yeah,
So it's a life
Yeah,
form.
so
It's a life form.
It's fungus.
but you get bit, you turn into one, right?
The
If
fungus
you
just
get
takes
bit,
over.
The fungus spreads to you and then overtakes your body. So you are no longer human or zombie. You
No.
are fungus.
Yeah, well, so you're a fungal zombie. They do call it a zombie fungus in real life.
But this game is not real life, Eric. Are you okay? Do you understand the?
But isn't
Did you get?
but doesn't this fungus thing exist in real life?
It does actually.
The
And
question,
it turns the ants into they call it a zombie fungus.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it is
So
technically.
because it's a colloquial, fun little. It's not the scientific name for it or anything.
no, but it's zombies.
I know. We're both trying to split hairs until
Yeah.
we're the most
We're the hair splitters,
right
dude.
man in the world, but
The Hingles advocates.
who, Eric? What, like, biblically, were there ever
Yeah.
any devil's advocates?
There's a lot of Hingles advocates.
I mean, probably the people that the angels that also fell with Lucifer and supported him. So yeah, probably
Would
those
I
were
have,
actual devil's advocates. I'm
would I
guessing.
have to read like Paradise Lost to learn about that?
I don't know, dude.
Okay.
Sometimes like half the shit I thought was in the Bible is just not in the Bible. So like, I don't know. I don't know where it comes from.
I kind of like, regardless of my feelings on organized religion, one thing that kind of that makes me upset about Christianity or Catholicism is like that it's so widespread that people just assume that you know the information.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I remember being in English class when we were reading Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
And we were doing the thing where you go around the room and everybody reads like a paragraph or whatever.
Yeah.
And in my reading, the name Pontius Pilate came up.
Yep.
But I had never, ever seen that word or that name like before in my life. So I just read it phonetically as like Pontius Pilate.
Pontius Pilate.
Yeah. And everybody in the room was like laughing and being like,
Yeah.
how do you not know that?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck? I don't know how I don't know that. Shut up.
Yeah,
It was just.
there's just
upsetting.
it's an assumed knowledge because of the past of having so many, a majority of people being
Yeah,
exposed to that, right?
I get it. I completely get it. I just am like, I don't
But
know.
yeah, no, I get it. I get you.
I wish that there was a way for me to easily find out this information that is not so dense or skewed in a way as to make me want to believe it. You know.
Yeah, just Wikipedia, dude.
That's
Yeah,
Eric's
but
go-to.
that's no way to learn something. It's just
No, it's not.
It's just here's the fucking information. Give me the meat. Give it to me raw. I don't want that. Tell me a story. Everybody else has
Dude,
had the story.
you gotta read-
Tell me the story.
You gotta read the Action Bible, dude. It's a comic book.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's fucking tight, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it
Go to a
exists.
Bible study and read
They
the
sell it at
Action Bible.
Walmart. You could get it at Walmart.
I'm ready for Bible study.
No, there's
dude.
one time I was at like a religious bookstore with my parents, and I was just tooling around bored as shit, and I came across like a graphic novel, and it was all about fucking angels fighting and shit. It was so badass. I was like, wow,
Hell yeah, dude.
this was kind of cool. I'm like, this is the only time I'm gonna say this, but this looks pretty tight.
But I mean, again, even like regardless of my views on faith and religion,
Yeah,
which I mean basically is just like I'm a spiritual agnostic. I believe plenty of shit. I just don't know what that means.
Yep.
It would be cool to have that context because there's been so much written and made that was influenced in some way.
There's so much lore to dive into.
Yeah. And do you know what I would be doing if I went and read the Action Bible and started learning all this information?
No? What?
I'd be going down a J-hole.
the
Going
Jesus
down
hole.
the Jesus rabbit hole.
The Jesus hole.
Oh, dude, some of the lore shit's tight, especially like the pre-Christian like Jewish stuff and stuff that's not even in like Judaism anymore, but they keep it in like in Kabbalah and stuff.
Yeah,
like
Eric,
the weird
trust
like
me. I just watched Raiders of the Lost Ark. Trust me, I've done my research.
like the fucking Nephilim and the fucking
Seraphim, Nephilim,
giants
cherubim,
and shit,
the
giants
thrones,
and shit, and like
thrones, dominions, kingdom, phylum.
Jesus, infant Jesus, fucking smart
the
talking
angels.
dragon, and just being
Angel-
like,
Yeah, that's my that's my favorite piece of apocrypha. There is fucking Jesus and Mary and Joseph are out on a fucking they're traveling, and then they're like, well, we're gonna stay in this cave for a night, and there's a fucking dragon there, and Jesus just like, hey, fuck you, and he's like, all right, dude.
like
All right.
less than 2 years old Jesus steps up
Yeah.
in front of his parents and is like, hey, dragon, fuck you, I'm Jesus.
Why did they decide to take that out of the Bible, dude? That thing's tight.
I don't know.
We have there's so many like tales from that middle era that like where they don't talk about Jesus at all in the Bible. It's like he's born. There's like a story or two from when he was younger, and then he's 35. Like, and like one of them too is like young Jesus is in a town, and this little kid fucking makes fun of him, so he fucking murders him. He just like strikes him down dead. And his parents are like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh, fine. And then fucking brings the kid back to life. Like, that's the shit I want, dude.
That's how you learn the real lessons, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a whole other like the Book of Mary too that they kind of redacted that did exist at one point in the lore.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit. Bunch of the biblical apocrypha that's really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If anything, the lore is pretty dope.
Lore, dude. Angel lore, dude, especially like again like the
Michael?
like stuff going back to like Judaism and fucking Kabbalah and shit. Angel lore is fucking tight, dude.
Saint Michael the Archangel.
All the
dude?
different
Fucking
all the
yeah,
different
Archangel.
archangels and
That's
oh, dude.
flaming
so many-
sword. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I forget-
Why do people pray to Saint Michael the Archangel before they go to battle, dude?
'Cause he's a
there's a
fucking
he's a
badass, dude.
battle angel. He's a fucking.
There's one I forget the angel's name, but it's one that they theory is that he's the one who is becomes the devil.
Wasn't that fucking Beelzebub or
Lucifer?
Lucifer or some shit?
Lucifer is completely unconnected.
How?
So like Lucifer is a name that they bring up in a story, and it's not connected. Like they don't say it's the devil. It's just this guy who had hubris who fell. They think it's connected to a dude who was the king of Babylon or something like that.
So it just
but,
got
like,
connected to.
It got connected because there's a bunch of characters with a bunch of different names that they just kind of strung together to form like the modern devil, essentially.
Sure.
Because like up until like the Middle Ages, there was like no central bad guy. Like the devil was like a trickster god essentially, and like it wasn't until the Middle Ages where it all got all like fire and brimstone that they kind of formulated this
Yeah.
character.
You got to have the central
the
figure
devil.
for everybody to fear.
Yeah.
And latch onto. Yeah.
Yep. Because devil
Down there?
or Satan, the name of Satan just means adversary, right? So it's like in Islam, there's a bunch of like Satans or whatever. They're just evil adversarial spirits.
Interesting.
It's like Satan, the devil, Lucifer. They're all just got conflated into
Well,
one.
That
Because
actually.
like the serpent in the Garden of Eden is not blatantly said to be the devil, but they just
Mhm.
fucking wrangle that in too, right?
That actually kind of helps enrich or explain a little bit of The Exorcist too,
Yeah.
because it's Pazuzu, but there's a whole conversation about him saying that he's the devil or Satan, and what
Yeah.
that means to these Catholic priests. And
Yeah, it's
You-
weird.
I know that I told you guys already, but I just got The Exorcist 2 on DVD. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm so excited. Like I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole for sure.
A J hole?
No, a E hole, I guess, or a P hole maybe with Pazuzu. I literally have a tattoo of Pazuzu on my leg.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
you do.
goodness.
So it's not, and it's weird.
Is he
Like,
saying,
anytime I
watch
have
your
to
pee hole?
No, anytime I have to explain that to people, I'm like, okay, so like the image is this demon Pazuzu, who is this figure in these religions from The Exorcist, but it is from the context of this album cover of the Gorillaz.
Oh, yeah.
So
In fact, we just keep our histories to
But,
ourselves.
like,
Secondly,
that's exactly the kind of stuff that makes my brain tick.
they think you're crazy. They'll try
And
to
having the religious context would make that only more interesting to me.
We clear?
Sure.
Repeat it.
What
I'm
you
a-
say goes.
Repeat.
I'm gonna spit in your mouth every time I pull you up.
Good girl.
Good.
That's goddamn right you are.
There's a town
Somebody gotta.
2 miles north. of
Somebody
here.
gotta spit in this J-hole.
I lost
Oh my
Tess.
gosh, in that J-hole.
Girl, I got.
Get us a car.
Okay.
You fit the bill.
Let's get a move on.
Have you, Eric, watched any of the Last of Us TV show yet?
No.
Okay.
Eric's pretty jazzed about the new Frasier.
Yeah, dude.
Is that Peacock?
It'll be faster
Yeah.
to go through here.
Yeah.
Or no, Paramount Plus.
Okay.
But to do because it's a Paramount television show that just
I've never seen
NBC aired, right? Originally.
Huh.
But
Kinda cool.
there was a post on Twitter today by one of the writers, and it had the front page or the title page for the pilot episode
Why don't you just take me back?
of the new Frasier, and the episode title was The Good Father, and it's a bit of pottery because the very first episode of Frasier is called The Good Son, and referring to like him taking in his dad, whatever. So, yeah, and it looks like it's going to be directed by old Jimmy Burrows too, which I'm looking forward to. James Burrows classic TV director.
But then
Directed a
you also
lot
have,
of years.
you also have the pottery of the last episode of Frasier ending with like him trying to reestablish the relationship with his son.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where they're picking up, is him and his son.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a flipped script, dude. They're just gonna make Frasier the dad now. You know?
They're gonna use AI to write scenes where Daphne's ironing Martin out of the fridge.
He's gonna
Okay.
he's gonna be in an urn somewhere in the apartment or the house or something.
Oh, they can't go without mentioning Marty. Can I?
Oh yeah.
An idea that I had during our DC digression is I don't know if I wouldn't call it a dream project, but it's just something that popped into my mind. Oh my god, why am I fucking blanking on his name right now, Bradshaw? He's one of my like favorite niche DC characters. Kind of, you would maybe
Describe
call
him.
it a good version of the Joker, green skinned, wears purple and pink, and yeah, Creeper. Do you think
Down here.
Steve-O or Johnny Knoxville
Oh,
or because it's fun how he has that like alter ego of being the journalist. So
What?
you can
Yeah.
he's got that like, you know, not split personality, but his alter ego is him being what the fuck is his name? That journalist in Gotham, you know.
Yep.
So you can have the actor being able to like be themselves and be pretty normal, but then you also have them being like crazy,
Yep.
having fun, fighting crime.
Real kids having fun, fighting crime. Bug juice.
Uh-huh, bug juice.
I want bug juice.
I want bug juice.
Of course you do. What kid doesn't want bug juice?
You know, I never knew that was like a real actual thing. I thought that was just something.
Real
from a Disney
kids
TV
having
show.
fun.
Yeah, I knew they were real kids. It said so on the TV show. I just thought bug juice was a thing they had only at that camp, and I didn't get to have any at my camp, Tyler.
You went to camp?
I went to YMCA. No. I went to Concordia's language summer camp for German, and I
Went to a German camp? Oh boy.
I did. I really did. And I also went to YMCA's Camp Concordia for a season.
Nice.
There you go.
There you go. Do you see how he reaches for shit?
I know he like he's like a little monkey.
A little crouch down.
He's grabbing
On the other side.
bananas off the high branches.
Here, boost me up.
Yeah, Concordia basically offered for
Well, I can't
kids, I
boost
think,
you up.
high school age and under, a summer camp that you could go to where the idea was you try and speak as much of a foreign language as possible and you help learn it and have a summer camp experience, etc.
No, just
And
open it.
my sister and I went for a German language experience
Sure thing.
because we had just had a German foreign exchange student and we were all like, hell yeah,
What was your German foreign exchange student's name?
Anna.
Very German name.
Ta-da!
Yeah, she actually she visited us 97 and 98 was the time that she was here.
So let's take a car from this
And we actually became very, very close with her. So we've gone and visited her and her entire family in Germany more than once.
Important he was a firefly.
I wish I could say about my foreign exchange person. Her name was Giulia Giovanelli.
Here, which is why we
One guess where she was from.
Well, did you
Italy?
how high then?
Yeah, her name. She's from Italy, and she was super into like art. And she basically just used my family as like a place to bring guys over and just fuck them in their car in our parking lot or in our
Hell yeah, dude.
driveway. And
Oh,
kind of just treated us like shit. And yeah, we're like, okay, I don't think this is working out, Julia.
what through what means was she staying with you guys? Because like my dad was directly involved with the Rotary Club, so that was why Anna was like staying with us, is because she was an exchange student sponsored through Rotary.
I don't know. My sister, it was just a high school,
Oh, look at that.
foreign exchange thing. I don't know how they do it.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, because like what he was saying, like a lot of the foreign exchange students that we had in our grade were through the Rotary Club sponsorship. So like
Omar,
yeah,
Paulo, like
Paulo.
and that's the thing is like, not only would I, the 2 or 3 times that we had people staying with us that were foreign exchange students, you get to know most of the other foreign exchange students that are there through the Rotary sponsorship, because they all kind of like hang out together. The families all know each other, which is really great for them. But like,
For sure.
I remember many times Anna having groups of 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 other high school age girls over at our house.
Hey.
They're all hanging out.
Hey,
And like,
man.
half of that maybe was other female foreign exchange students who were either sponsored through, I never really met anybody that I was specifically notified that they were not sponsored through Rotary, so I don't know specifically what like programs they would go through.
Well, I know my sister's really into Italy, and she went there after high school as like her,
How long has she been there?
well, she's been back there probably 5 or 6 times.
Oh, look, it's Paddon's Pub to your left. Back to your left. Paddon's Pub.
Paddens.
Oh,
This is kind of reminiscent of the street in front of Patty's.
Oh yeah, Patty's Pub. Yeah.
You said your sister was really into Italy.
Italy,
so
and she
I
went
make a
there.
really bad joke.
Look at this place.
She dated a guy named Vincenzo from Sicily,
Oh,
Palermo, and Giada was another person from that. I mean, I never went to school with my sister, so she was like 3 years or 4 years ahead of me. So it might have been a different situation when she was doing stuff, but
Sure.
yeah, Julie wasn't that nice.
So I guess I can speak to it now because sadly Omar passed from cancer. Gosh,
yeah. Few years back.
I think that was 2018. I want to say.
Yeah.
But he went on to be like a surgeon in
Yeah,
Puerto
dude.
Vallarta.
Yeah, big time.
Good for him.
Yeah.
But I remember there was at least one occasion he got in some pretty serious trouble because he was caught having sex with a student. You know, like they were both age appropriate. Everything was like totally fine that way. It was just like, hey, you're not supposed to be having sex with people from here while you're here.
Yeah.
That's really frowned upon.
Yeah, but it was just like, you're kids, you know. What do you expect to happen?
Yeah.
Must be hard.
When in Rome.
Just leaving
Yeah.
your stuff behind like
And he
God.
really was like a very nice, respectful, kind, genuinely amazing person. So
Great dude.
it was very much like, oh, you scamp.
Yep. Exactly.
I remember there was a time where it was me and Eric and I think Ryan Sperling and maybe one other person, and we were all hanging out with Omar. It was within the first month that he was there, I think.
Yeah.
We were all just like driving around, having a good time, showing him Fargo and enjoying ourselves. And we were talking about people we were thought are attractive at school and like explaining like these terms to him. We're like, oh man, she's so hot. And we would just say like these little things, and he'd be like, "What does that mean?" We'd have to explain it to him. Be like, "Oh yeah."
Oh sure,
Yeah.
yeah, I get you. Oh guys, I got a bow.
Let me use that.
You're a regular
Good shot with that
Link.
thing.
How about we just leave this kind of stuff to me?
Well, we
You're a regular
cover each other.
Ducks Unlimited.
Yeah,
Oh,
Duck Dynasty.
You're a regular.
fuck Dynasty, am I right?
Yeah. Fuck Dynasty.
We make fuck calls. Built our empire off of fuck calls.
Basically, I mean,
Yeah, I'm a duck. I want to
Yeah,
fuck.
that's true.
that is true.
Yo, I'm a duck. I want to
Duck
fuck.
and like duck calls and like deer calls are to make them think that someone wants some fucking. You know.
Did you ever meet a man who knew exactly how to make a duck think that you wanted to fuck?
I built an empire on that idea.
I've scientifically proven. I can tell you the recipe.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Fuck
I'll tell
recipe.
you over some wine tonight and some duck calls.
A little bit of wine, and I tell you, a little sneak peek for you. 2 parts
Yeah,
gander.
dude.
2 parts gander. That's all I'm gonna say. And they,
Park gainer.
they say, "What's good for the goose is good for a gander, huh?"
The most
You just hear a
stable
Whack.
of individuals. When we get there, you let me.
baby. There's more.
How does
where
that make you feel?
There's more where that
Huh?
came from. Whack whack.
Is this duck call working for you? How does that make you feel, huh?
I've specifically engineered this one to be 50% human effective.
Good boy.
Stay underneath, okay? Just keep your head low. You're fine.
Somebody go into a bar with duck call. Just walk in the door, hands on hips, and
Walk up to a girl like lean onto the bar with your lean on your elbow on the bar, look at her, and that do anything for you? Huh?
Huh?
a couple little toots.
Couple little toots.
And
A
from,
toot or two will do you.
across the room, a couple of heads shoot up like, huh?
Found them.
You pull out a rifle? Oh, Jesus.
That thing scared the
Don't,
shit out of
Jesus?
me.
I said, "Doe," like Homer Simpson.
Don't.
Rachel.
I barely.
Note to Rachel.
No.
What do you want, Rachel? Let's read Rachel.
Just
Rachel.
pointing to put it on the table.
All right, she just put stuff in suitcases.
You think they ever
Cool.
found each other?
Ezra Miller wrote that.
No, they didn't.
Well, I'd like
Never
to-
found each other.
No. Yeah, Joel's just like, no.
No.
He's here, he's dead. No, they never found each other.
Oh,
Don't be a-
there's their shit. Okay.
Don't be a stupid asshole. Of course they didn't.
Bradshaw, what's
You just
on?
grabbed their shit.
What's this, Bradshaw?
It's treasure.
That's a muscly ass frog.
That's got to be worth a lot of money.
What's that book? A Jade in Austin? Ooh.
What? Why is there jade in Austin? Why did he put it in his butthole? Like what?
You guys,
Austin, get that shit out of your butt.
today I went to an antique store and I picked up, among other things, 3 books, one of which is a paperback novel written probably in the 60s. It's a Western, and the title of the book is Treasure Mountain.
Nice, dude.
Sounds
I'm
good.
s-
I wonder what that's about.
Yeah.
Treasure Mountain. Treasure
I also
Mountain.
Hell yeah.
Like encyclopedia type book about North and South America written in the 40s.
Yeah.
Brush up on my geography.
See that?
Hell yeah. Dude.
Get back.
Some book of assorted stories and poems with illustrations, and it's like not Mark Twain and Edgar Allan Poe and stuff. It's like they're contemporaries that I
Yeah, not that mainstream shit.
Yeah. I'm excited, dude. There's a lot of like fun titles of the stories.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm
Uh-oh.
excited.
Smooth move, dude.
Damn it, Phil.
What just happened?
I'm upside down. That's what happened.
Feel stupid.
I stepped in a bee hole, dude.
A booby trap hole.
I'm stuck in a beehole, Ellie.
Fridge, it looks like that's the counterweight.
This is the stinkiest position to be in.
Why can't I just shoot the rope with my gun?
Because
Dangerous.
there's too much danger of you shooting your own foot.
On it!
I guess. There's the rope, though.
I mean,
Like,
that's not
You could-
unrealistic, I guess.
You
with
could the bullet
hanging
could
upside down.
ricochet. The bullet could ricochet and hit Ellie.
Yeah,
Joel!
and she's the most important thing of all.
Yeah.
Here they come.
If you're expected to fucking shoot like enemy combatants, why can't you just shoot the rope?
You were trying so hard not to say zombies there.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You're trying hard not to shoot.
I was not
Enemy
trying to avoid
combatant.
the word zombies at all.
Sure.
I was just like attackers.
Zombies.
Well, I was gonna say like, should I go for the embellishment and say like 60 million bad guys, or just go?
Right.
But
How big, dude?
can you try and shoot the rope right now? I've never thought about that.
Hold on.
Oh,
yeah.
come on!
It frayed. Didn't it? It looked like it frayed.
Come on, you can do it.
Here's some ammo.
Some ammo? Some ammo.
Smammo. I love Smammo.
Here's a Samoan.
Smammo?
Smammo.
Here's Smammo.
Here's Hurley from Lost.
Just hurry.
I'm a bad shot upside down.
Oh no. E-hole.
There you go.
Oh,
Hurry, they're getting closer.
Shoot your rope down.
that definitely seems like something that would be like, hey, the developers hid this feature in the game that nobody figured out for like 2 years.
Yeah, and I shoot a rope.
I swear to God, the rope frayed when you shot it. Swear to God.
Swear to God, man. Rope. You have water, you have Walton, you have Schwingy Frey, and you have Rope Frey.
Get off your ass and on
That
your
fucking
feet.
Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
The bill of the aforementioned bill hole. The beehole.
The beehole. I fell in Billy Hole's holes.
Billy hole.
Just shooting right over Ellie's head.
On my face.
There's a distinct lack of J-holes in this part so far. Unless you count the hole he's making in their heads. Oh, dude.
Come on, we're almost
Wilson. Fucking the other day, last week, I was getting books ready for our streaming sale that we do on Thursdays, and one of the books was a Micronauts annual, and first thing that popped into my head was fucking Colonel Gentleman's fucking list of toys he wished he had when he was a lad, but hadn't been invented yet.
Hey, what are you, Joel? What are you doing?
And so like I was just sitting there
calm down a second. Turn around.
and just fucking to myself just went Micronauts. And fucking my coworker was just like, "What did you say?" I explained that he was a fucking Venture Bros fan too. So periodically we bust into that, but on Sunday we're sitting there, and throughout the whole fucking day, everything we came across, we did in that accent. And like he was going through a previews catalog for the books that were coming out. We did like almost the entire last half of that book, and like we were walking around looking at different like graphic novels and shit. My favorites were fucking Fist of the North Star and fucking the best Marvel stories by Stan Lee. Like, you just find millions. Oh, to the point where it's been hard to talk normal since then.
I get into that sometimes. I do
Fucking loved it.
do an accent, and I'm just like, oh, I'm stuck in this for now.
Yeah, like all the fucking all the Pokemon Sword and Shield series of cards. Those sets were all perfect for it. Sword and Shield, Silver Tempest. Sword and Shield Lost Origin. Sword and Shield Astral Radiance. Sword and Shield Brilliant Stars.
Brilliant stars.
And maybe
It was great.
something together that runs. But after this, I owe you nothing.
That's fine. A couple of days from now, we'll probably be dead anyway.
Good. Follow me. Whole goddamn town's booby trapped. Best stay right on my ass.
Beeholes.
Wilson might have stepped away. I don't know if I can hear him.
Knock it off.
I was gonna say. I was expecting more.
Uh-huh. Or like he
Yeah.
Whatever supplies you may want or need, I suggest
Nothing. Got nothing from him.
got nothing. He must have just spontaneously combusted or something. That's the only explanation.
It is. So he would have gotten in on that big time.
So yeah, that's Nick Offerman,
Yep.
the beehole.
Yep. The beeholes, Nick. Yep.
Solve this.
I don't chess, dude.
Hey, you know how to
Do
play
I look like some sort of nerd?
Checkmate in 2.
Hey, Bobby Fischer, don't touch anything on that board.
I know who Bobby Fischer is.
Bobby?
I know that. Yep.
Let it go.
Show me your basement, Bill.
We're good.
Take me down into your beehole.
Right, Ellie, come on.
Don't leave the door.
Wilson, are you there?
Got it.
We have to cross to the other building, up the stairs.
We can't hear you if you're there, Wilson.
Stay with me.
Can't believe
You got to leave and come back, Wilson.
I'll even come back if you're there.
Let me take a look around up here.
Nothing in there that I need. Go ahead, take whatever.
Maybe you're just fucking taking a massive poop. I don't know.
What?
There you are.
What are you gonna say about my poops?
Did you step away?
What kind of trouble?
I did step away, but it was not to take a poop.
Okay.
Just take a pee.
Simple drop off.
What are you delivering?
I went into a whole story that you would have been interested in, but you were gone.
Tell it again.
Nah, we'll do it after this.
That's a
I
challenge.
don't want to tell it again on an
again.
episode.
Essentially, he couldn't stop talking like a character from Venture Brothers, so he did it all day.
I have the safe house.
Yeah.
What's
It's Colonel Gentleman.
I thought
It's Colonel Gentleman.
We?
Fine, I'll fucking tell it again. All right.
Yeah, let me just
So-
make some shivs and stuff, and you talk.
The other day, I was sitting getting books ready for our fucking Facebook live stream sale that we do every Thursday. And I was pricing up one of the books was a Micronauts annual. So it just clicked in my head, and I just said out loud, Micronauts. And my coworker was just like, what did you say? And I brought it up, and he's an Adventure Bros fan too. And got a kick out of it. So like periodically throughout the rest of the week, we were kind of doing that. And then on Sunday, it came to like a fever pitch where like he was going through the like latest issue of previews that has like the solicits for all the books coming out. And we went through like the entire last half of that doing it. And then like we went around the store looking at a bunch of graphic novels and saying all the titles like that. My favorite being Fist of the North Star. And the best Marvel stories by Stan Lee. And then and like discovered like every set in the Sword and Shield line for Pokemon trading card game was like perfect. Fucking Sword and Shield Silver Tempest. Sword and Shield Lost Origin. Sword and Shield Astral Radiance. Sword and Shield Brilliant Stars. And it's just it got to a point where like after we left work and like I went home and stuff, like I had trouble not talking like that because we had been doing it all day. And like, oh, it was great. It was a glorious time. And I rewatched the video with fucking our little gentleman's list of toys he wished he had when he was a lad, but weren't invented yet.
All right.
And just fucking loved my life. It was so good. So now that's just
Okay.
it's just how things are at work now. I just am Colonel Gentleman for like half an hour.
Colonel Gentleman.
Yep.
You have a work Sona.
It all started with fucking Micronauts.
I love how in that scene, when they're done reading
Yeah.
that list, I think it's Dean. He's like, this reads like a crazy person's journal.
He's got a little gentleman's list of Hollywood actresses that deserve to be
Another-
smacked in the
A
mouth.
good smack in the mouth.
There's,
I forget what the context is exactly, but like they call him on the phone one time, and he's
Yeah.
got this dog, and like they're talking to him on the phone, and when they cut to his side of the conversation, he's down on his knees, putting this costume on the dog that's like a bodysuit, and on the back of the bodysuit is a bunch of sailors and shark fins and the wreckage of a boat, and it is a diorama of the USS Indianapolis.
Oh God.
And like the dog freaks out and knocks a bunch of stuff off of its back, and he's like, "Misha, no!" And he starts freaking out, but it's hilarious. Like, why is he making a fucking diorama of the USS Indianapolis on his dog's back?
Stay here.
so good.
Fine.
Scooby-Doo monster game.
To get me killed.
Well, this goes on record as the worst fucking job you've ever.
Hatch at Imperial Walker.
It's up there.
How in the hell is Tess okay?
The
with this
lip cannot.
suicide mission?
Actually, her idea.
Really? Well, the broad's not as smart as I thought she was.
Yeah, Colonel Gentleman's like,
But, fucker.
there's so
Great.
many good characters in that show.
Oh,
but he's
yeah.
definitely one of the
Take that
best.
kid back to where you found her.
It was- I love that video too, where he's making the list. It is just all the crazy fucking like Indian music in the background too. Just
Somebody that I cared about.
I like
Partner. Somebody I had to look at.
gosh. So it's General Tracer
In this
is the
world,
name
that
of the
sort of shit
character
goes
in
without
the
saying.
Venture Brothers.
Get you
He's
killed.
the leader of the OSI, which is
You
like
know
their
what then?
GI Joes.
Why isn't the fuck
Yep.
up?
The guy
I
who
realize
plays
it's gonna
him
be just me.
played the dad, like Weird Al's
Like that.
dad in the Weird Al movie.
It is just
oh really?
Yeah, Toby
And
Huss.
who also played fucking
What I said, you went
Khan
down the steps.
on
What'd I
King of the
say?
Hill.
Fix
Oh
it.
really?
Stupid
Yes.
file.
don't
Interesting.
touch.
So there's a there's a bunch of really really good lines that he has. He's like,
Babysitting
"Oh, I'm
women
so
and
scared of a
eventually
kite skirt," and he's like finding out he's got a big ass tumor, and they're he's like. They're gonna launch him into space because he's like,
Let's get
I'm not
on.
gonna let the cancer beat me, son. I'm gonna launch me into space and hope that aliens find my body and fix me.
Did you know he was
like-
also Artie, the strongest man in the world, from Pete and Pete?
What?
Yeah, Toby Huss.
Go any further.
Oh my god.
What you got?
That
New toy.
dude,
Toy box.
Khan is no. All right.
Well, you said from
Yeah.
You said from Weird Al, Weird Al's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Toby Huss,
Wow.
That's crazy.
and he's Artie, the strongest man in the world. I'm a big Pete and Pete fan.
Hell yeah, man.
I haven't seen the show like since it was on air, but I
Dude,
remember
do you know they
really
have like
liking
fucking Steve Buscemi was on there, J.K. Simmons, fucking
Yep.
Debbie Harry,
Iggy Pop.
Iggy Pop. We talked about this probably last time, but yeah,
Yep.
it. Is there like someplace you can watch it currently?
probably yeah. If you search for it, yeah.
Is it on Paramount Plus? This is the Nickelodeon show?
It should be. That'd be great. You'd have to look. I don't know. But it's a great little show. It's very slice of life and whimsical and fun. Danny
You're whimsical and fun.
Oh. I know. I'm gonna learn how to make a nail bomb.
Not on
a bunch
Paramount
of,
Plus.
a bunch of episodes are on
You gotta be
YouTube,
really
that's for sure.
careful. It shreds anybody standing nearby.
Got myself a nail bomb.
So we got shot.
A nail bomb cover.
What the hell are we doing with
I'll
Tuck
take
it to the back.
ape tit.
An ape tit. Give me ape tit.
Anyway,
That's not the whole thing. It's like a petite something, but I forget.
Yeah.
Petite déjeuner or something like that.
we're all over the truck.
Petite
Miles
jour-
Reynolds
yeah.
out of the high school. Still sitting there with a battery in it.
So We take that battery and we put it in another car.
Take that battery, put it in another car, and put it in a J-hole.
Yeah, I have no idea where you can like access a streaming version of Pete and Pete. I don't think you
What
can.
was damaged?
I could do some looking for you.
Just sitting there.
Cause I did watch some recently.
I'm looking myself. I'm a big boy.
No, I'm bigger.
I know that I can find it. I know that I can find it, but I'm saying like in a legitimate way.
Okay. All right, I did a lot of crafting and crapping, and we got a nail bomb, and we'll end it here. We met with Mr. Bill. Oh no, Mr. Bill! And poor Tess is gone, and we're gonna go find a car. We're gonna see how far we can get. Maybe we can get to my brother Tommy's house.
No more T-hole donations.
Thanks for watching this episode of Last of Us. Go watch the Last of Us show and keep up with our playthrough where we talk about J-holes and B-holes and spitting in mouths. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Well,